Hector is our emergency management training and exercise specialist here at the IPAWS TSSF. That's where I am today. That's where Manny is. We already mentioned Wade is at FEMA headquarters. So Hector is going to be talking about TSSF training and demos. So Hector, let me put you right up here, front and center, and it's all you.
Hi, Justin. Hi, everyone. Super excited to be here today. Just confirming real quick, my sound is working, and let me know when the slides are up.
Yeah, the slides are up. You put yourself in the slide deck. I like that. Okay, there you go.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'm just not seeing them from my end. Um, well, I guess I can get started anyways. So, hi, everyone. My name is Hector. As Justin said, I'm a IPOS training and exercise specialist here at the IPOS Technical Support Services facility. And I basically just going to talk about all the services we offer and everything we have done so far in 2024, just so everyone knows all the resources that are available to them as well. Next slide, please. So for those who are not familiarized with IPOS Technical Support Services, these are all the different resources and services we offer. We're here to help you every step of the way for reliable and effective emergency alerts and warnings. We offer 24/7 technical support available by phone and email. I'll go into more detail about how we offer that and what we offer. We also have training and exercise and seminars and workshops we tend to host here quite frequently. Most recently, we had the National Association of Broadcasters here. So we use this space a lot to engage with many folks from the technological side of things and even alerting authorities as well, right? It's not just about training and exercise, but about hosting and facilitating these important conversations to advance public alerting forward as well. And what I also wanted to talk about in this slide is the new sector we have at IPOS Technical Support Services, which is the technological and innovation sector. And it's basically focused on advancing public alerting solutions, right? Recently, they've been working on ASL translation initiative powered by AI as well. And it's also exploring ways to optimize and modernize EAS as well. Next slide, please. So what do we mean when we say 24/7 technical support? Basically, we're here to help you every step of the way. If you have any questions or technical issues about the IPOS user portal or your public alerting application, we're more than happy to help. And these services are for free and available to all IPOS users throughout the country as well. Even if you need to update your MOA or need any other sort of support, we're also here and available to help with that. Lastly, if you've never sent out a test alert, for example, which is more frequently than what people think sometimes, right? Emergency management, we have a lot of folks coming in and out of many positions. So you might want to help train folks on how to send a test alert or how to send a live alert. We're also available to help with that, jump on a call and walk with you, right? Step by step, that whole process to make sure that that test alert goes out the right way, confirm it was sent out and received at the lab. And even if it's a live alert, we can also assist with that as well. Same thing happens if you cannot send an alert out for any reason due to technical issues or anything else. More than happy to troubleshoot errant alerts or status codes you may get from your alert origination software as well. So you can see our contact information at the bottom of this slide. Like I mentioned, you can email us or call us, and we're more than happy to support you and your IPOS needs, whatever they are as well. Next slide, please. And then what do I mean when we have training? Well, we're here to help all alerting authorities from the most inexperienced ones to the most advanced ones, right? Help you with that theory and technique, as well as your emergency communication skills with the public. So we have that IPOS 101 that many of you have already taken here in person or virtually. So just so you know, all these courses can be offered here at the facility in Washington, D.C., or virtually, if that's what's easiest for your jurisdiction or your organization as well. And like I mentioned, you may be very experienced in IPOS. That's no concern. We're always here to help all IPOS users continue growing, right, and learning about the most recent best practices, most recent technological innovations, and all of those things you might want to learn about as well. The most recent training course we just developed is the IPOS program planning course as well. I wanted to talk about that a bit. This course is the first of its kind because it helps alerting authorities reduce those process delays, right, that result in late alerts or inaccurate alerts as well. So it's a very good course, very new, innovative, and it basically helps reduce those process delays, as I mentioned, but also ensure alerts are accurate, right? So this course is basically meant to provide everyone templates, resources, and ideas, right, on how to plan for effective, timely, and accurate alerts and warnings. Lastly, the other most recent training we've been hosting around the country as well is the IPOS for Executives course. This course is extremely useful as well for socializing your IPOS capabilities with leadership in your organization or your intra-agency partners and even elected officials as well, right? It's very important that decision makers and all sorts of leadership are aware of how IPOS can play a critical role, right, in serving their communities when minutes matter. So if you're interested in any of these courses, you'll have our contact information as well at the end of my slides as well. If we can go to the next one. And one thing I specialize in is IPOS exercises as well. So exercises, they tend to make people nervous. There's no reason they shouldn't, right? But they're very important. One, they help ensure continuous improvement under the Homeland Security Exercise and Evaluation Program, right? So it's all about continuing to improve. It's not necessarily about just finding gaps, but really improving your alert and warning capabilities and all the processes, plans, and procedures you might have supporting that as well. Second of all, it's a very cost-effective way to practice your plans, and it's a very beneficial way to update your plans as well before something happens. So the other thing very important about exercise is that they actually support grant applications because one, they can validate your capabilities, or two, highlight a need for resources. So if you're applying for grants, it's always good to have an exercise AAR on hand, which can show, right, what capability you need to develop to meet your community needs for whatever hazard it is you want to prepare for. So exercises are very important, and we're more than happy to offer various resources to support your alert and warning exercise needs, right? We have exercise evaluator guides that we can email them to you and you can use them as you see best. We also have situation manuals with different scenarios we can provide. And we also love making tailor-made scenarios for different alerting authorities, either here in person or virtually. And we also help facilitate exercise if that's what you want to do as well. Very important that these exercise, right, they don't have to be full-scale exercise. They can be a lot less complex, right? And they can be tabletop exercise that are very beneficial to socialize your plans and raise awareness about why and when you use IPOS in your jurisdiction as well. Can we go to the next slide, please? Thank you. So if you've never held an IPOS exercise, or if you've never participated in one, we actually host, this year we did 2 virtual tabletop exercises. We're hoping to do more next year as well. And the next one is actually going to be focused on communications continuity capabilities as well. This is going to be in early 2025. It's a free exercise available to everyone throughout the country. And it basically fosters a peer-to-peer learning environment. So if you want to exercise your communications continuity capabilities, review your PACE plans, go over cross-jurisdictional support, right, and ensure you have all the redundancies in place so you can continue your IPOS use before, during, and after major emergencies, you're more than welcome to join us for this exercise. The invitation will be sent out in January as well. So with this, I'll go to the last slide real quick. Here's our 24/7 technical support line phone numbers toll free, available 24/7 for emergencies as well. And there's also the email if you have any other more technical questions that are not as urgent as well. And lastly, if you're interested in any training resources like the planning course material that I was just talking about, or the IPOS for Executives course we were just talking about, we have our training and exercise inbox on the right of this slide as well. So thank you guys so much for having me, and I'll pass it over. I think Al would be the next person.
Yep. Thanks so much, Hector. Hang around. We got a couple questions for you. Yes,
Justin and Al, before you begin, utilizing director's privilege here for a bit. So for the training series that we do on the ground, where you are, contact us if you are interested in us coming to your place to train there. And if you could help us a bit with gathering neighbors, talking to the state, talking to other groups like first responders who would like to receive this training, we'd love to hear from you. We are working through the FEMA regions, and we're starting to roll out our full planning for the IPOS training series, which is in person where you are. It takes a bit of work to coordinate all this. And if you're interested, let us know. We'd love to come to your area to train you where you are.
Thanks, Manny. And Hector, someone said in the chat, you're a good guy. So if you train with Hector, you got a good guy training you as well. So a few questions. One of, can I get a copy of the PowerPoint presentation? Yes, we'll send that out with the recording. Hector, I want to start with you. Is there a schedule of in-person trainings set up, or how does that work? I think there was a lot of interest in the chat when you were talking.
Definitely.
Justin, hang on one second. This is Manny.
Sure.
For the road show, for the training series where we come to you, there is no schedule. We are taking reservations to start with. There will be a schedule later in certain and specific FEMA regions and states. But if you want to take advantage early of this, hit us up now. Contact the TSSF. Go ahead, Hector.
Thank you, Manny. I was about to speak to that as well. So if you're interested in in-person training at the IPOS Technical Support Services facility, we're more than happy to coordinate a date for any time next year. We can coordinate for any date you might be interested in. And if you're not able to make it here because of funding, staff, resources, we're more than happy to accommodate and provide these trainings virtually as well. So just send us an email to the FEMA-IPOS-training-exercises at FEMA.dhs.gov and let us know what are your preferred dates for training, and we can find a date that works for both of us. Please reach out if you're interested in these trainings. We're more than happy to accommodate to a date that is convenient for you and your team members as well. These trainings are way more effective when you involve everyone who contributes to alert and warning one way or another. So thank you for the question.